Welcome to your Tea Time Tip. I'm Terry Miskolczi, Director of Instruction for Brown Golf here in Hilton Head, South Carolina. Today we'll have an interesting inquiry, exercises, but in specific exercises for the shoulders and for the back. So today I'm going to help you understand how to use the TheraBands that will help strengthen your shoulders, increase the flexibility in your back, to help out both support your golf swing, build speed up, and prevent injuries. So let's go out to the practice area. I'm going to show you how to use your TheraBands out there. Okay, I'm standing out on the practice tee and I've pulled the golf cart up and I'm going to use the golf cart as a support for the TheraBands. Now, TheraBands you can purchase anywhere on a website. You can go to a simple store like Target or Walmart. They'll carry the TheraBands all the time. They're a light apparatus that you can take anywhere with you. You can put it in your bag and take it out on the golf course. But what our goal today is, I'm going to do 4 exercises to help strengthen what is commonly called the rotator cuff muscles in the shoulders. They're the shoulders, the muscles that attach right underneath the shoulder, and they help support the rotation. So I'm going to use the golf cart, and what I do is I take the TheraBand and I'm going to hold it in front of me. And I'm going to take one and put it right along my side, and one where my elbow is right against my side and the arm is slightly outward. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this arm here and we're going to pull it in towards the chest and then slowly back out and in towards the chest and slowly back out. And the whole objective is the speed that you're going with is going to be relatively slow. So here you're going to start catching the inside of the shoulders and a little bit of the outside of the shoulder in the rotation because of the speed. Now you go and you take and you have the arm in front of you. You actually pull it right against your chest. Okay, and we're going to take it, stretch it out just a bit, and now we're going to pull outward and then in, and outward and then in. And as you pull outward, again, you get the back part of the shoulder and a little bit of the front part of the shoulder. These muscles are done, these groups muscles are very important in golf because they help strengthen the shoulders, this particular exercise, and the muscles themselves are used for rotation, strength to support your golf swing, but also helps out the speed. So those are 2 exercises. Then you turn around and you do the exact opposite on the other side. Now the other 2 are going to be done where you're going to stand on the TheraBands. You place your feet, arms against your side, and you're actually going to lift, and you're going to lift forward. Hold it and then slowly let it down. Pull it up, forward, and then slowly let it down. And the number of repetitions you would like to use, I always like to use, is I go to comfortable fatigue. In other words, until the arm starts to get tired. Again, the reason for the TheraBands is because they're light. They don't put a lot of stress in the weight that a dumbbell would put on the muscle group. So then we take the next exercise and we go to the side. And all you're going to do is go shoulder height. And you do it slowly, hold, and then slowly down. Then back up, and then slowly down. Those are 4 good exercises to help prevent injuries in your shoulder, give support with the strength of your shoulder, give you support to your golf swing, and help you build speed. Next, we're going to go over and we're going to talk about low back exercises. I'm back to the practice tee, and of course, I'm sitting on a towel, and all of us normally have a towel on our golf bag, and it's one way that you can lie the towel on the ground and do some what I call low back exercises. A low back exercise that brings flexibility and starts to take the muscle and lengthen it out so you take the strain off the low back. Now, 2 exercises I'm going to show you today, and I'm going to lean back and I'm going to put my feet together. So I'm going to be leaning back onto the towel, and what I'm going to do is I'm putting my feet together, bend my knees so that now I have a flex in my hip and my knees here to give me some support. And what I'm going to be doing from this point is I'm going to keep both my feet and my knees together, and I'm going to move them to one side. And as I move them to the side, I'm looking to see how well I can keep my shoulders on the ground. Now, some of you may have a flexibility that that's as far as you can go. That's great. Okay, some of you may go a little further, and if you can get that outside leg to touch the ground, that would be great. And all it's designed to do is start to lengthen the muscle groups in the lower back, middle back, to release any stress that the golf swing may have. I tend to take it to one side and hold it for a count of 40. Then I bring it back, I let it relax, and then I move it over to the other side again for a count of 40. And you'll find that one side might be a little more flexible than another. If you want to try to increase the flexibility, take your one hand and just kind of press the legs together downward until that outside leg can reach the ground. And again, you hold it for a count of 40. From there, I bring it back up, I let it relax. Now I take one of my legs and I bring it up so that the foot goes to the outside of the knee. So you almost cross your other leg. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take this leg, this foot, and you're going to pull downward, and you're going to work to try and get this leg as close to the ground as you possibly can. And the objective is, again, adding more stretching to the lower back, and don't bounce it up and down, just kind of let the leg slowly pull and slowly pull, okay, until you get to a point that's comfortable. Then you bring it back up and you switch it over to the other side. In all my stretches, I tend to hold my position for a count of 40. So I go 1,001, 1,002 to 1,040 until I feel the release of the muscles in the lower back, and then I always let it come up, bring it back to my starting position, and then release. And that is 2 exercises that will give us support, give us flexibility, and end up helping increase your speed in your golf swing. See you next week.